Welcome to another podcast. We're talking about cold cases, and today we're talking about Asha Degree. She was 9 years old. On Sunday, February the 13th of 2000, Asha and her family had spent their morning at church like normal. They went to her Aunt Alicia's house for lunch, and the children visited with their grandmother. The family did return home around 8 p.m. that night, but the power was out due to a car accident down the street. So the kids skipped their baths and they got ready for bed. Aisha and O'Brien shared a bedroom and settled into their beds for the night. Aisha's mother awoke early to give the kids a bath on February the 14th. Not only was it Valentine's Day, it was Aisha's parents' 11th wedding anniversary. Aisha was missing from her bed. Her mom looked in all through the house, the property, and the cars. She called nearby family members to see if she had gone across the street to see them. When no one had seen her, she immediately called the police, and a full search was in effect before 8 a.m. that morning. Last known sighting of Aisha was on February the 14th between 3:30 and 4:15 a.m. A truck driver and another motorist saw her walking south on Highway 18 north of Shelby, North Carolina. When one of the motorists turned around to check on Aisha, the driver reported she ran into the woods. After extensive police searches that day, items belonging to Aisha were found in a tool shed behind Debbie Turner's upholstery shop, roughly a mile north of Aisha's house. Over a year later, on August 3rd, 2001, a construction contractor found Aisha's backpack buried at their work site. Inside was a children's book belonging to the school library she went to, and a New Kids on the Block t-shirt, which didn't belong to Aisha. Aisha's disappearance has spurred several theories. Some suspect an abduction, or perhaps that she was groomed by someone she knew, and many believe she ran away by choice. Police believe she falls outside of the typical profile of a runaway, but she did have a backpack with her. So that's one thing. The FBI is also looking for information related to a vehicle described as an early 1970s Lincoln Mark IV, or a Ford Thunderbird, with rust around the wheel wells. This vehicle is right now considered a vehicle of interest, and it was occupied 2 times on that day of her disappearance, Cleveland County Sheriff Alan Norman told the newspaper. So there's been some updates as 2024. As many as 50 to 60 investigators were on a property on Cherryville Road, New Spark Circle, searching with dogs and all-terrain vehicles. First, neither confirming or denying if they were searching for Aisha. The FBI was seen towing away 1970s resembling model Lincoln Continental or a Ford Thunderbird. It was undeniable that they were there for Aisha. On September 13th of 2024, the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office confirmed the search is connected with Aisha. They did not find any human remains during the search. Officers did not clarify what they found at their homes, but said they removed multiple items of interest to be analyzed. They believed homeowner of the property, Roy Lee Dedman, has come forward claiming not to have any involvement in what happened to Aisha. So the warrant refers to Roy Dedman and wife Connie Dedman as suspects. The Dedmans' 3 daughters were not listed as suspects. Investigators found that Underhill was under the care of Roy Dedman at the time of the alleged crime. Roy Dedman and Connie Dedman are 2 common links between the DNA profiles of Russell Underwood and the Dedman's daughter, which her name is Anna Lee Deadman, were collected and ID'd from Asha's undershirt and the trash bag which contained Asha's book bag, the affidavit said. Among the items seized by officials were a car journals, cameras, film, a black trash bag, a human tooth in a Ziploc bag. That was a new one. Children's clothing, and computers and laptops. A neighbor also told investigators during an interview that she saw Roy Deadman digging a chest-deep hole in his property. So a little bit more. Anna Lee Deadman is the youngest daughter of both Roy and Connie Deadman. She was 13 years old at the time of Asha's disappearance. Russell Underhill lived in 2 assisted living facilities owned and or operated by the Deadmans. That includes around the time of Asha's disappearance. I've looked and scoured online to see if there was any more information ongoing about the case, and from the affidavit with the Deadmans, that's pretty much all I have so far. I'm going to keep this in right beside me because this one is, as being a mother, it hurts, and I will continue to pray for this family. She needs to be found. The family needs peace and needs to be able to put her to rest and closure. And whoever it is that hurt this poor baby needs to be put in jail behind bars for good. So, with that being said, if you know anything or have heard anything, if you could reach out to the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office, that phone number is 704-484-4756. I'm going to put that in the description box as well. Thank you again so much for listening to this podcast and all my other ones. If you could, please like, share, and subscribe.